Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Tony Max. Y'all know I do it to the max. Coming back at y'all again with another fantastic episode of Truth to Life, where we discuss real life issues that affect real life people in real everyday life. Well, in today's issue, we're going to discuss how is middle age defined in women. Middle age for men is somewhere between 40 and 50. All men, all black men, period, on an average, we hit our financial stride according to the statistics between 40s and our 50s, okay? Not talking about the exceptional 1% of younger guys that, sports, music, investors, whatever, great business mindset, etc., and it was grinding and they made it to that level. I'm not talking about them. I'm just talking on average. Women are defined as middle age, not their actual physical age. That's not what I mean. I mean the way that men define middle age as it relates to childbearing. Middle age for women for childbearing years is going to be between 27 to 35. Those are middle age years. That's actually 35 is when you're like really high risk and everything is bad. So between 30, we'll say between 27 and 33. So between 27 and 33, if you fall into that category, according to medical science, you are middle aged. So I hope you got your pen in your pad because we're going to dig into the nuts and bolts. You ready? Come on, let's dig in. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, players and playettes. For those who are my consistent followers, those are my players and playettes. And for those of you that are brand new, that are not familiar with that acronym, it's productive life always yielding accomplishment, because that is what we do as players and playettes. Now, here's the deal. You have women who don't have a very positive outlook of marriage and relationships. And that creates its own problem within itself. And what it does is it creates this psychology that all black men or most black men are relegated to in the minds of modern-minded black women between the ages of 21 and 30 on an average. Really on up, from 21 on up, probably even younger than that, as a result of their elder women that are in their presence that keep saying these bad things about black men and maybe even dating the worst kinds of black men who are not even interested in a relationship, basically just making bad choices and relegating or applying their personal bad experiences to all black men, which is totally erroneous. Now, I said that to say this. The way that black men view modern-minded black women, as far as black men that are in the market for a wife, we are looking for a wife, a woman to marry and make a wife, and to have children that she will carry. You are, according to God and according to medical science, you're done by 35. After 35, yes, it is possible. Yes, women do still have children after 35. However, the high risk for deformities, for problems, for abnormalities goes up exponentially after 35. Oh, Tony Max, I'm triggered now. Your mama's black, you ugly, you must be lonely, you must be gay. Now look out, say what you want to say about me, Shawty. But listen, I love you. Despite your insults, I still love you and care about you. And if I did not care, I would not be on here trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. I'm a guy. Dudes, we don't have kids, okay? We plant seeds to have babies in fertile ground. What I'm trying to get you to understand, younger ladies, is that if you go through your life with this erroneous belief that I'm gonna have hot girl summer all throughout my 20s, those are your most valuable years of your life for making healthy babies. Men who want wives look for younger women to carry their children. Why? Because that's just how it's done. Women ought to have babies in their youth. Your childbearing youth is under 33 for the most part. When you start getting to 35, you hit 30, you hit that wall at 30, 33, you out of there. That's when it's time to start, now you're frantic and you're panicking, but that's not going to do you any good because you're acting out of the motivation of desperation and fear. And fear and desperation is what causes you to make continuous bad and horrible mistakes that are not conducive to produce the result that you're looking for. And the ultimate result is a husband and wife marriage over a lifetime, meaning that either he dies first or you die first. One of the two. But with this mindset, this modern black woman mindset, you are misconstruing the obvious facts that one would assume should be, would be, and could be obvious according to basic logic, understanding, rationale, and mathematics, as well as science. But unfortunately, you're not. And we don't get it. Those brothers that are in the market for a wife, they're flabbergasted. Why? Because they just don't get it. It's like they're wondering, why don't you understand this, ladies? You can't just hot girl summer your 20s away and then think that I'm, not me personally, but as an in general black man who is qualified to be a husband, basically a bachelor. I have my own, I'm on my grind, I'm situated in position financially, emotionally, spiritually, and physically to be a husband and provide, protect, thing that I'm supposed to do. Well, I'm not gonna be waiting for you. As soon as I get ready for a wife and I'm in the market for a wife, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm going to go and find that wife, that woman that I feel that through the process of elimination. Okay, she didn't work. Bing, 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 there we go. Come on, let's go get married. It's a wrap. Men, we're basic, we're simple. We know exactly what we want. Once we figure it out, your 20s as men, we're figuring things out. Your 30s, sometimes a lot of guys are still figuring things out, and your 40s is when it finally sets in. However, there is a percentage of guys who just takes a leap of faith. Okay, hey, maybe this is the one for me. Let me go ahead and make it do what it do. Or you already know exactly what you want in a wife. And hey, this is what I want. So as soon as you're 22 or 23 or sometimes 20 or 21, we go and get it and come back with it because we already know what we want, right? Those women that think that you're just gonna party away your 20s and he's just gonna be there waiting for you, it just doesn't work like that. He's looking for the younger, hotter version of you. So when you're 30, he's looking for 22 or 23. Why? Because you only got 5 years left. Within that 5 years, you guys have to build a relationship. He has to make sure that you can, that you guys can get along and you have the wifey qualities that he's looking for. Then by the time you guys do actually get married, what if he wants 4 or 5 kids? Or 3 or 4 kids? At a point, after you actually have your baby, you're gonna have to rest for a little bit, at least for a few months, if not a year or 2. You see what I'm saying? So everything breaks down to the math, it breaks down to the numbers, and when you ladies are out there erroneously and self-entitled to the degree that you just think that the world is gonna work the way that you want it to work, you need help. And that's why Kevin Samuels used to always say that y'all need to go get professional help because you need to work on your psyche. If you do not work on your psyche, you're gonna have this inflated sense of entitlement and value of self that's not accurate according to the sexual marketplace value. The sexual marketplace itself, which is us. The way that a woman is valued is defined by the way that the men overall values them. So, players and players, I said all that to say this. Ladies, the customers of the store establish the price of the items being sold in the store. Well, gee, Tony Max, why do you say that? Because if we don't buy it, one of two options. It either goes to waste or they reduce the price. If you don't purchase a car at a certain price, nobody's purchasing it. Old people, young people, nobody at all is buying it. They only have one option left. Reduce the price or keep it. With that being said, thanks for the love and support. Thanks for checking out the channel. Don't forget, if you are on your laptop or your PC in the upper right hand corner in the banner, you can click in the banner on the little links. You'll see the links where you can actually support. And if you're on your tablet or on your phone, you can click under the video where it says show more or read more, and you'll see the ways to support there. The music that you hear in the background is music that I've made, and if you like it, that's also a way for you to support the channel. I really appreciate it.
Can't break from it. Do you want something? Man, I want something. Gotta have something. Watch me get it, man. What you hear me is what I take from it. I know you feel me. Can't break from it. Do you want something? Man, I want something. Gotta have something. Watch me get it, man. In this life, will I die? Will I live? Will I breathe? Or will I survive off of the essentials that man needs? And hell is repetition of ill-committed deeds. And with every choice we make, a change in destiny. And as we all collaborate, stand focused on one drive. Follow me into the future, help my people stay alive. On planet Earth is where I'm living, and I don't understand why we don't miss the present time until our well runs dry. Be successful, what she told me. Motion is the last breath. Thought that she would live forever to the day of my death. You can't kill a man, but you never kill his life. Don't concern yourself with looking. This is something you can sign. Now free your mind from its prison. Allow your thoughts to roam in freedom. Ill-mannered bitches, hoe ass niggas, I don't need them. Now point your fingers to your soul. Grab a grip of green and gold. Put it out in front of you, go get what you was told. I keep my mind on my money and my focus and my drive. Worried about your life ain't gonna keep my flesh alive. I got a lot of shit to do, so I don't